Ain't that cute now?
Change her canopy anchor and set up her rope to run a double rope system so that she can come down here and do this pruning while she's on a double rope. But by using that lanyard, that means she's always tied in. Even if she's detaching that other rope, she's still tied into the tree. You never want to be up in the tree and not be tied in.
I am Christine Sharoni. I work for Bartlett Tree Experts. I'm out of the San Rafael office, and we are here today at Cal Poly with some of our climbers and our safety trainer to work with the students.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And who's this young man?
How's it going?
I'm Jeremy.
My name's John. I'm a board certified master arborist with Bartlett Tree Experts.
Awesome.
We had the privilege to come down here and share some of our tree climbing skills with the students at Cal Poly and enjoy being here. Yeah, we have I think we have around 200 offices worldwide. Canada, Ireland, Great Britain, all across the United States. We're the largest family-owned tree company in the world. We've been around since 1907. So we take pride in our work. And
billion-dollar company now?
We're getting close there.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
Cool.
But we take pride in safety. It's one of the big pillars of our company is safety. And
yeah,
it's really important to have the right gear to do the job and be efficiently.
And research too, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah.
So we have a lot of research.
We have a 300-acre arboretum, 300-plus acre arboretum back in Charlotte, North Carolina, where we have scientists on staff that study plants, study diseases, and then we're able to research those things and pass them along to our arborist representatives and help us make educated decisions. Our company is about the science of arboriculture and the science of trees. And,
awesome. It's good stuff.
It's absolutely good stuff. I mean, trees are living organisms, and you need to take care of them properly. And I feel that we do that here at Bartlett Tree Experts. So.
Can I see what you've shown them already over here?
Yes. Yeah. So we showed them the moving rope system, set up with a pressic. This is an old traditional system to access a tree. It takes a little bit more energy, so we've veered towards the stationary rope system, which I demonstrated a little bit ago. We're able to access with ascenders, and we utilize the chicane and the Petzl zigzag to be able to preserve our energy. So once we get into the tree, we're able to utilize that energy towards pruning or the removal process. So she's up there demonstrating a couple cuts and the proper places to make those cuts. I think she's going to demonstrate with a chainsaw where to make the cut on the branch collar. We also have the Raptor system. I'm going to demonstrate that shortly. The Raptor is another useful way to get into the tree. It pretty much utilizes none of our energy, so by the time we get up there, we're still at 100%. So this is a great tool for our industry, especially for long ascents. We're getting into big eucalyptus or big trees where we need to preserve our energy as much as possible to be efficient. So I'll demonstrate this one in a little bit. Then we also have some couple big shots and some throw balls and throw lines. This is going to be a demonstration of how to get our lines into the tree.
Oh, you haven't shot them up yet?
No, these are actually, we'll be able to let the students be able to shoot these up in the sky and see if we can get the throw ball stuck. So
awesome. Yeah.
So it's one of our
that happens.
One of our most useful tools, but it can be frustrating too. But it definitely takes a talent to get it up there. But
yeah,
a bunch of cool little tools to make our job more efficient and safe. Safety is our number one priority. So
the primary gear over here.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of new gear in our industry. Yeah, so all kinds of cool stuff. The industry's came a long way in the past 20 years of gear that people use. It's kind of intertwined with a lot of the rock climbing gear and things like that. But Bartlett takes our gear seriously. It goes through a stringent training process. Every piece of gear, even if it's in the industry, has to go through our safety committee to make sure it's pre-approved for Bartlett before we send it out to our 1,000 plus employees. So
wow, that many.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming out and.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
So all of our gear, our ropes, snaps, our carabiners, anything that's life support in our industry has to meet a certain standard. And that standard is described in the ANSI Z133.1 safety standard for the tree care industry. Okay, so that standard is about 5,000 pounds, you know, the ultimate tensile strength of those materials.
Do you have a certain time, increment where you have to replace everything?
Great question. It's different for different materials.
Least favorite tree to climb?
Lombardy poplar comes to mind.
Okay.
So Lombardy poplars are these tall columnar poplars, and they can get huge, just 100 feet. But I have been in those trees where you're climbing up and you reach up and you grab a 2-inch branch and you pull on it, and it basically pops off in your hand. And you just think, I'm going to die up here. There's nothing holding me up here. This wood is so unpredictable and brittle and not strong. Tough one.
I'll show you what it looks like just to drop it, because it's fun. But in the urban setting, you're gonna have a lot more obstacles underneath you. Park benches, people, pedestrians, buildings.
Battery operated.
Yeah, gravity works pretty good, doesn't it?
Gravity's it's our friend. It's really fun to watch things go through. And I say that in the most educated way. But when we use a chainsaw on a tree, it is required that you have 2 types of tie-in points. So I have my primary suspension point on my climbing system. I also have this work positioning lanyard. That's in case I cut my climbing line. Then I won't fall all the way down. Another thing that this work positioning lanyard is in its name. It helps you sit in a comfortable position so I don't have to fight myself. I could just lean out and cut and use my hands. And I'm comfortable. It's controlling how much work I have to do to stay balanced or stay in position. But sometimes I'll find myself in a place where I feel like I'm struggling. And all I have to do is make maybe a little adjustment, maybe attach to something else, and I can do my job really comfortably.
Okay, so this has been kind of cool. It's been fun. You guys are looking at things a little differently. Maybe. What questions do you have about the Bartlett company? Anything you want to ask?
We didn't talk about the lab at all.
Yeah, we in addition to the 190 some odd offices we do have a 600-acre research laboratory in Charlotte, North Carolina. So they do a lot of the research, and they basically give us the kind of our guiding principles in the field, because we want to base our work on science, not mythology. A lot of mythology out there about trees. Got to warn you. It's really important to know when you're doing something to a tree, are you truly helping that tree? That's where the science comes in. Okay, so we have about 24 PhD scientists there, researchers, lab techs, diagnostic people. We send samples, pictures, all these things over to the lab. They will look at it and get back to us as to what they think the best treatments are. One of the positions of Bartlett Tree Experts is a plant healthcare specialist. So someone like yourselves with a little background from biology or botany or environmental, you have a science background, goes to work, and you use a document like this. This is our 2025 Best Recommends book. So all recommendations and information for California are in here.
I say that's one of the things clients are paying for. When somebody gets it, if they leave the company, we ask for it back. And it's like our proprietary information that gives our people, the best way to treat in each region. So this one's California.
So this becomes your little Bible, and you get to know this really well, and you're out there diagnosing and treating problems in people's yards, and pretty soon you get to know them very well, and you're not looking them up every time because you've seen it 20 times, you know exactly what it is, and you know how to treat it. But every once in a while something comes along maybe you haven't seen, you go, oh, wait a minute, what is this? So you dig into this, or maybe you take some samples, send them back to the lab will send you back a little report, a few days later, it says, here's what we're seeing, here's what a good treatment might be, or whatever the situation is. So that's a big part of the services that we offer. We do pruning and removals and all that too, but plant health care is a big part of that. You plan to be in the Bay Area at some point, during the week when we're out there. We'll have you come into one of the offices and ride along with an arborist for a day or half a day and just get an idea of what it's all about. Maybe go out on a couple of client properties and see what they're doing. Go to a job site or two, see what the crew's up to, see what the shop looks like, all that stuff. So it just gives you an idea of, what's going on and how it really looks in real life. Happy to do that. We've done that for lots of Cal Poly students.
Come see me and give me the contact information.
And if you want to take a picture, I have her card.